Hey guys, good evening everyone. Welcome to our daily stock market insights for July 28th, 2020. And we do this every single day based on your requested stocks. As you can see, we are reviewing the most trending stocks in the Philippine Stock Exchange. And of course, that is based on what we see in our Instagrams is the most trending stocks plus your requests. Okay, so if this is your first time to watch this video, know that we're doing this every day, and you are most welcome to also drop your requests at the comment section so that by tomorrow I can prioritize your requests. And as of today, I have 1, 2, 3, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, we will be reviewing 17 stocks tonight. I just want to make sure all of us are prepared for the action tomorrow. Okay, so if this is your first time to watch, I'm inviting you guys to go ahead, check out Miss JD and hit the subscribe and the notification bell so you're always updated whenever we have new videos. Okay. In the meantime, I'd like to read some comments that we have here from our viewers. So just to give you an overview, this is how it looks like, guys. I always review your requests and I jot them down and prioritize that on the next review. Okay, I just want to read through some. Of course, this is from Trevor James. SEC and HLCM, they're already part of the list. I also want to take the time to read Samuel's comment here around BDO. If I may give my 2 cents worth for BDO, the bank's report of a drop in net income is of 79% to 4.3 billion for the first half of this year was because of its additional provisions for uncollectible accounts for 22.4 billion pesos. To my mind, the provisioning is a wise move to protect its balance sheet. Without the provisioning, net income would have been a whopping 26.7 billion, higher than the 2.1 billion posted in the same period last year. I think this is a very good insight that you have shared today, Samuel. Yeah, I think it's not just BDO who was badly hit by this, and I'm expecting the same struggles that the other banks are also experiencing. We have a lot of, as you can see here, 22.4 billion of uncollectible accounts. So a lot of our consumers or borrowers are late in paying their debts, and it's not a surprising fact because a lot of them have also experienced, loss of jobs. And yeah, if we are going to experience the same situation, I really have a feeling that all the major banks, if not all, will have a very, very slow H2 of 2020 or second half of 2020. Okay, so Samuel also requested these stocks, and thank you for sharing this. I have added those on our list. Meg from David as well, I've added that. Mart, there you have it. So they're all listed. This one I already took note yesterday. Efren got into, I believe this is Mac. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right into the discussion. I have Instagrams over here, and let's take a look at our main chart. Okay, so there are a lot of bounces that we have here. Okay, so the chart, not this, not this, not this one. Okay, this one. Okay, let's take a look at our index. Okay, looks like the index is trying to slowly recover, but overall we're not out of the woods yet because as you can see here, we ended outside of the Bollinger Band the previous day. right? And then we had a slight recovery, but following our Bollinger Band strategy, this is still not safe, considering that we have not engulfed the red candlestick here. Okay, so we might see some more drops or probably consolidation first before we bounce to the upside. Okay, in the meantime, let us see if this price level will hold. Okay, let's see for the index. Yeah, this price area, let me just plot that. I'm looking at this level as our area of support. Reason for that is we saw this consolidating, creating a resistance in this level, and now we managed to somehow a little bit bounce, but we're still not safe. You could still have sideways movement there before taking off. Okay, so next one is Veto, very popular stock. Okay, we managed to bounce. See, I was mentioning this yesterday. We have to beat this MA20 level because this could act as a resistance. And I think what happened today, there was a rejection right at the resistance area, which is your MA20 level, 3 peso area. Okay, so in the meantime, I'd like us to plot, our range. This could mean possible range trading in the coming days. Our 2.62 is our nearest support at the moment, so it could be a make or break day tomorrow. Let's see if it will break that, but I just feel like the chances of it touching 2.62 are high by tomorrow, because this is an upfront, very straightforward rejection at the MA20 line. You see that? Okay, so we have to see first if 2.62 will hold. Otherwise, next possible drop would be around 2.34. There. Okay, so what's not covered in our discussion, guys, is of course fundamental analysis and the news. So in some occasions, a news would negate whatever technical analysis that we have, or the fundamentals. If there are any major changes in how the company's finances are performing, that could also influence it. So technical analysis is just one side of the equation. So these things we have to also gauge and closely monitor. Okay. Some people also take advantage of the social media, because sometimes those people share scoop, but not very reliable. Okay. We don't know the intentions of these people. They could be just hyping up a particular stock or whatever their motives are. Sometimes they could play dirty, but do not rely on those. Do your own research. Check out PSE Edge for any disclosures. Of course, technical analysis. This is something that we can do every night. Okay, you can just join me as we study every day. Okay, watch out for those key levels, guys. 3.01 being a resistance, 2.62 as the nearest support. If that gets broken, 2.34 is the next level that we're looking at. The next one is Mart. Okay, Mart. Why do we have a doji? This could mean something. This could mean a continuation of a downtrend. Whatever we've experienced here could be a short-term play, and we might revisit, and two things could happen. We might establish and retest your previous support, or it could even create a lower low. So far, I'm just plotting it here, but I just have a feeling it may not happen this week, but could be in the following weeks. Continuous decline and might happen, and it might fill this gap that we have right over here. See that gap on the first day and second day? We had a gap in between. So be extra careful. In the meantime, I'm plotting 1.99 as our nearest support. So try to observe, because sometimes a doji that comes out very near a resistance could mean a possible decline. Okay. So what's interesting is it did not even reach your MA20 line here, but you know, sometimes it could also mean something like this: decline, retrace, and then continue to decline and create a lower low. See that? That could also be a possibility. In the meantime, just know the key areas: 1.99 next support. It could retest that level, or 1.49. 1.49 if it continues to drop. So far, the volume or the momentum is still there. We're still at the 50s level, so people's interest is still present for this stock. NIKL. NIKL is still climbing. There's still volume, as you can see here. Volume is still up, but is this a good time to enter? Probably for those people doing momentum trades, we might see a few more push to the upside, but be very, very careful, because what I have noticed here is that as we move higher, the momentum is starting to decline. See that? This over here against this, and this, as we move the price higher, your RSI is inversely proportional, or it's going against the direction. Okay, so we might experience some, you know, profit taking anytime soon. I'm not sure if it's going to happen tomorrow, or it could just be a slight slight movement in terms of profit taking, and then we might have some more bullish actions or a bull run in the coming days. Okay, so just know that it is about to happen. That profit taking is about to happen. Overall, you're still very far from the previous high, which happened right here around 4 or 5 peso level, and we're just midway in reaching that. Foreign buying is also present, so that could be our saving grace. Let's see. Okay, FNI. FNI is revisiting your previous support, which is around the MA20 level. Right over here, I'm plotting that level. So, yan. Okay, baka it might go back. So, this used to be a resistance, and currently, if it is going to go back, it might jump and bounce at that level. So, previous resistance could act as a support. So just remember that. 1.02. Tech recovered today. Good thing. See that? Still, this could still mean 50-50, but the fact that it bounced right away, but still not at the ideal state. It's just, it's just equal to the height of the previous one. It did not engulf yet. So I just feel like it could mean sideways for a while, or hopefully we continue to move the price higher. But, well, there was foreign selling that happened. We'll see if tomorrow it will continue to move the price higher. It looks like this used to be a resistance. As you can see here, 3 days straight used to be a resistance, so that could be the reason why. Okay, you also had consolidation right here. So promising. But in case it drops some more and you're closely monitoring and looking into tech, the next possible drop could be 3.85. And I feel that when it touches 3.85, that's it. That's the bottom that we are just revisiting third time around. Okay, so 2 areas to watch out. At the same time, when is this? August 4th. But the amount is very, very small, so nothing enticing at all. Let's see Globe. The telecom companies were mentioned in the State of the Nation address. Looks like the president is not very happy with the services or the quality of service that our leading telecom companies have been providing the Filipino people. So I hope we'll see some more improved performance from these big players in the coming days. Okay, not in the coming days, but the days ahead in the future. Considering that we are about to have a third telco competition is opening, so if people see that the third telco has better service at a cheaper cost, in a snap of a finger, it's so easy to migrate to a different provider. So I think competition is good because it keeps everyone to be on their toes in the area of quality. All right, so what does this mean now? Well, this is a doji. Look at this, it's a doji. When it touched this level there was a bounce, but let us see. It could mean a successful bounce, or we might have some more declines. So in the meantime, because that is a doji and I see a resistance nearby, I'm still plotting it at that area for now. And how do I do this? Doji appearing in a support could mean a possible bounce next. At the same time, I screen to the left, I see a resistance over here. So again, a previous resistance could act as a support, another resistance over here, and another resistance. So those are key levels. Most likely these are significant areas and something can happen right in this level. It could be a bounce, right? But tomorrow, if the decline continues to persist, of course we have to take a look at the next possible drop. Let's take a look. What could it be? Oh no. Yeah, so next possible drop could be right at this level. Okay, 1,866.98 or 95. So very critical level at this point for Globe. Next one is Tel, another leading telecom company. Okay, so looking at how we performed in the past 3 days, decline. No, not 3 days. Weeks. 3 weeks. 3 red candlesticks there. So those are signs of rejection. But hey, on a daily chart, probably within the week we might experience some bounce. What happened today is actually a manifestation of the bounce. There used to be a resistance here, right? And then when we touched that level, we experienced price jumping, moving to the upside. So maybe this is just a wave. But in the meantime, I'm plotting 1,277 as a key area to watch out and probably consider playing. If you're on it as a trader, go ahead and try it out. Overall, if you're a long-term investor, let's see how much is your potential here. If you want to stay in TEL for long-term, there's still a big potential. We have dropped significantly over here, as you can see. So yeah, some people are actually going to take advantage of this drop and add some more. Like Globe, TEL is also one of the a few consistent companies who give out attractive dividends on a regular basis. I think 3 or 4 times a year. So let me just show you. We have a calculator here. For instance, okay, 1, 2, 3. When is the first one? This was August, April. No, not that. August, April, August. So March, August. So 2 times a year at an average of 36. Let me see. Let's have a calculator here. 30 36 plus 36, 12, 72. So 72 divided by 1 for, let's say, per share, you got that at 1,400. How much is that? Hold on. Calculator. 74 divided by 1,400. Oh, that's 5% per year. If you're okay with that as a passive income, then you can consider Globe. Okay. So imagine getting for every share that you buy worth 1,400, for example, you get a possibility of getting a dividend for that twice in a year. So 36 plus 36 is equal to 72. What is 72 divided by 1/4? That's 5%. Okay. All right. So let me just go back to Globe. How much does Globe give out? 24, May, Feb, another 27, November, August. Oh, this one is giving out. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So 27 times 4, that's 108. So let us say you got this at, let's say, 2,000 divided by 2,000. Also the same, 5%. Okay, there you have it. So if you're just after the passive income, take advantage of the big drops. Actually, this is an attractive level. So apart from eventually it will move up again, so these drops would be a bargain, a sale price for you. Next one is LC. LC, oh my goodness. Look at this. This is what I was mentioning yesterday. It could be a short-term play. People could be taking profit. So I'm trying to recall. I'd like to watch my video again tonight. So we ended here yesterday. So we even had a gap up, a slight gap up, and then pushed the price higher, only to end the day with a decline, almost selling the entire performance last day or yesterday. So for me, I think that we might see some continuous decline, and it might revisit its previous support, which is around this level. Let me just go back a bit. Could be two things here. This is the first one I see, because I see this. The next possible drop is right over here, because I see this. Okay, so let us see, let's observe, but don't catch it yet unless you see a confirmation of a bounce, perhaps a green candlestick formed in these key areas. Sometimes it will consolidate first and then continue to bounce. Pretty much the same as how MRC moved. It consolidated first and then it started moving up again. So we might see almost the same movement there. Okay, let me just go back. APX, so that was LC, now APX. APX is also giving us a sign of weakness. It's a red candlestick today. So just be extra careful. I see some possible declines again. By tomorrow, revisiting this key level. Reason why we said that is we saw this and this being your resistance area. Okay, so just hang in there. If you want to buy some more, wait for it to drop at 1.36. In fact, oh, there's another one here, resistance. So we don't know. The moment you see the price reach this level, don't get in yet, because sometimes it even breaks the support. Wait for that green candlestick to be formed, and then it could be your trigger. Okay, SCC, oh, starting to recover. Let me see. Okay, this could mean a sign of recovery. Look at this level for SCC. Okay, there, 9.47. It for how many days? 4 days straight. Price was consolidating within the area, and we even had a slight gap up today. But the body of the candlestick is not that significant yet. But look. Volume starting to pick up. I think we have reached the bottom, right? Oversold as well. See that? Okay. Okay. So yeah, use 9.47 as your support. HLCM. I know this was also on a drop, so it's still not. This one also starting to show bullish divergence, but very slow pace in terms of recovery. Decline, but your RSI also going up. So what does that mean? We just have to wait for that confirmation. So far, it's still doing sideways over here. Oops. Let me move that. Over here, 4.56 as our key support. But try to observe, maybe this is already something. 1.85 on foreign buying could mean our institutions or the big players are already starting to accumulate, right? MRC I just showed you earlier. This is already the second day of, bullish movement. That could be a good sign there. But in the meantime, let's just continue to plot our support in this key level. But overall, I see recovery starting to move up now. Imagine, guys, how much is the drop from the previous periods. See this? It did a reset of the price, went all the way down up to even close to 0.10 level, and now we're starting to show some signs. It's already recovering. Okay, hopefully we could go back to this level. I've read that news previously. Actually, that was the day when this gap ceiling play happened. So the owner of MRC is in fact a very wealthy business tycoon, and he had a lot of projects that he is considering apart from renewable energy. So it's still a wait and see game for this stock. We don't believe that unless there's really a concrete disclosure of these expansions or new business ventures that a company might have. So unless we see that, we still play this on a defensive mode, in meaning golden rule. Wait for it to try to enter as near as you can at the support level before you enter. Okay, we could even already increase the support area to this level. You know why? Because I see this, right? This is a consolidation. This also used to be a resistance and some consolidation here, so a slight increase in the support level is just fine. It's still accurate. 0.1869, that's what we see. Okay, next is ACEPH. ACEPH, okay. What I suggest you do here, guys, is just draw a Darvas box. We're still within that box. Okay. You try to enter near support or wait for a breakout of this Darvas box before you enter. So it looks like we're nearing the resistance at the moment. So we don't really know if there will be rejection that will happen or we will be successful in breaking that. We're also higher than 50, so that's good. That's a good sign. Momentum is there, picking up. Also, but you still have some room, wiggle room to push the price higher. Hey, interesting. Not very enticing revenue though. Q1 of 2020, we have a 313% increase. But take note, Q1 2020 revenue also includes the first 2 months or first 2.5 months whereby we were not on a lockdown yet. The true reflection of the impact of the COVID-19 or the pandemic will really reflect in our Q2 revenue, because the entire time we were on a quarantine. So that's really the first leg of the impact. If we continue to have this setup, it might extend to Q3 or even Q4 performance. The next is SM. SM. Oh, why is it so blurred? Okay, now I see. Right. For SM, it is okay, guys. So you have a resistance right at this level. Okay, you see this over here? That's a resistance. Now we're trying to revisit this, and most likely, let us see. We have to observe if we are going to have a successful bounce at this level. But SM is one of the more stable companies. Very resilient to the pandemic. Still operational with revenue. Let me see, what's this? July done. Okay, so decline. At least, revenue is still flowing for this company. So I think this is just a profit taking, a result of a profit taking, and we are going to have a bounce also anytime soon. We're still at the 44, right at the mid-range for our momentum. So let's use 878.30 as our nearest support because I see this previous resistance over there. Next one is SMPH. Take a look at, oh, nice move. Overall, as you can see, this is sideways, guys. Okay. And we have respected the support right at this area. 29.98, around 30 to be exact. And we had a very promising green candlestick today, and hopefully tomorrow it breaks this MA20 line. It would be great if there's a gap up and start moving higher than MA20, then that would mean we will most likely have some more bullish moves there. In the meantime, if the market gives you a chance between 29.98 and 31, that's already a good entry. Foreign buying happening, oh good, so that's a good sign. MAG. Let's take a look at MAG. MAG is also it's a doji right now. It's like a cross near the support level. So let us see if it will respect this support area. Okay, let me just plot it here. If it respects this level, then good job. We will have a bounce. Otherwise, we have to catch it around. Then we go screen to the left. You see a consolidation? Yes, I do, around this area. 2.69. Previous resistance, previous support. Also support right over here. So there you go. You have to check first 2.95. If it breaks, it could drop to 2.69. But where are we? Looking at the bigger picture, still at the very bottom. Still at a cheap level if you're looking at it as a long-term investor. Okay, so that's for our key areas to monitor. Now MAC. I think this one is for Efren. Just a follow through from our discussion over the weekend. It did a drop yesterday, but the market was quick to recover and redeem himself or herself, Miss Market. And we're still plotting our support. Now that it has stopped at that level and bounced at that level, then that could already be a potential support established at the 4.72 level. Especially because, look at this, I just have a feeling people will show interest in the 20% stock dividend there. Okay, 98.9 on foreign buying. Okay, plus you're still at the very bottom. Okay, guys, just take a look at the news, take a look at the financials of the company, see if we are still okay. Wow, look at that, 91% drop in revenue. It's a significant drop. And I learned that this, of course, this is transportation related industry. So just weigh the pros and cons. While it's true that we see an attractive dividend play here, look at the business model as well, and look at the possible impact of the COVID-19. If they're still operational, probably delivering cargo or whatnot, for as long as the company is still operational, it might, continue to give us these dividends. What's interesting is April is already in the middle of a COVID or a pandemic, and there was dividend. Another one in August. So that's interesting. So looking at this alone could mean that they're still gaining despite the situation. Okay, but just continue to observe. At least now, you know that we are very near that bottom. The bottom I see here is 3.51. So if you would like to really enter early in the game, and you don't really mind sitting on it for a longer period of time in exchange of a promising gain, then you can probably do that now. Okay, right. So we were able to cover a lot of interesting stocks tonight. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have already subscribed to our channel. Stay true to my commitment to you guys and to myself. We are building a skill here, and we're on our way there. Okay, every day is a learning experience. There are unique setups, unique actions day in and day out in the Philippine market. So let's not stop learning. Every day is a learning experience. So there is a big need. Okay, guys. So let's catch up again tomorrow. Feel free to drop a comment and request your stocks. Okay. In the meantime, thank you. Good night and have a great one. Bye bye.